George is going to put a fence around his garden in order to keep out the raccoons. His garden is a rectangular plot that is 40 meters by 60 meters. How many meters of fencing is George going to have to buy? Now, doing these questions, there are 3 steps that we have to remember. Step 1 is to always draw your diagram first. Step 2 is then to complete the calculations. And step 3 is to answer the question in a sentence, always including your units. So let's start with step 1 and draw a diagram for this problem. George said that his garden is a rectangular plot, so that means the shape of our garden is going to look like a rectangle, with one side longer than the other. And the units are 40 meters by 60 meters. So 60 meters is greater than 40 meters, so that's going to be our longest side, and then our other side is going to be 40 meters. Now again, we know that these sides are the same length, and these sides are the same length. Again, the dashed lines just represent what sides are the same length. So now we're moving on to step 2 of doing our calculations. If you can remember, there are 2 ways to do our calculations, so we'll go over both methods. The first method is to add up all the side lengths. So we have 60 meters plus 40 meters plus another 60 meters on the opposite side, and then plus another 40 meters. And if you add up all these numbers together, you get a total of 200 meters. Or you can do the other method where we use our formula, where P is going to equal 2 times 60, all meters, because we had 60 and 60 up here, and 60 plus 60 is the same as 2 times 60. And then we're going to add that on to 2 times 40, again as meters. And this is because we have 40 plus 40, which is the same as 2 times 40. So then we get our answer of 2 times 60, which is 120 meters, plus 2 times 40, which is 80 meters, and 120 meters plus 80 meters gives us a total answer of 200 meters. So again, we get the same answer, just whatever method you feel comfortable with. Now for step 3, we need to answer the question in a sentence and include the units. So the question asks, how many meters of fencing is George going to have to buy? So to answer this in a sentence, we are going to say, George is going to have to buy 200 meters of fencing. Now we included our units and we answered the question in a sentence, so we are good to go. The sentence doesn't have to be exactly like this, as long as you answer the question and include proper units.